So I see this or some variation of this every single day. How do you actually start speedrunning if you've never done it before? It's much easier than it looks. But yeah, say you're just an avid viewer and you want to break into speedrunning. You might think it's complicated and you have to learn all this stuff, but it's actually very simple to get started. This video is just for 100% newbies and what technical steps they actually need to take to begin. Now, there are two pieces of essential software you will need. Both are of course free. OBS lets you compile everything together and either record locally or stream your runs on the internet, Twitch. Livesplit is the most popular program for splits and it's used by pretty much everyone in the speedrunning community. But feel free to use whatever method of timing you want. Livesplit just offers the most functionality in my opinion. And then obviously you need your game/console. And finally, some kind of a capture card to actually get the game onto your computer. So we're gonna start with the capture card. If you plan to do speedruns on any console that's pre-HDMI, so a GameCube, N64, Wii, PlayStation, etc., you will need a composite capture card. Composite RCA are these cables, the red, yellow and white. All the old CRT TVs have these inputs. Something else that's extremely important are your composite splitters. You're only gonna get 3 cables out from a game console. Now you could plug those into the capture card and then play on OBS, but that's gonna have a substantial delay. And that is absolutely not acceptable in terms of speedrunning. So the way you circumvent this is by purchasing splitters. They take your 3 cables out and turn them into 6, so you can feed the 3 to the capture and 3 to your TV. And thus you will have no lag whatsoever. These are very cheap, just a couple of bucks. I've actually bought these exact ones, but there's also some other models that look differently. So what should you actually get? I and many other speedrunners highly recommend IOData's GV USB 2. It has superior picture quality in comparison to the others in that range. It's only about $30 on Amazon and about the same on eBay. I've seen a lot of speedrunners use EasyCap. The quality is very lacking, but it's extremely cheap, and I remember watching like Fnair do Majora's Mask runs in front of like hundreds of viewers with this. Not recommended, but that's an option. From what I've seen, the Elgato Game Capture HD has nice composite quality too, but you probably shouldn't get this one since it's kind of outdated now. Unless you can find it cheap, of course. There's Dazzle and there's tons, but honestly most of them are pretty bad for the price. But you can do some research and stuff if you want to. If you're gonna be speedrunning a game from the current generation of consoles, you'll need an HDMI capture card. Actually Wii U you can choose to output the composite, but anyway. Instead of direct splitters, most of these capture cards will have an HDMI out, which you can link to a TV or monitor and play on laglessly. So I've got the AVmedia Live Gamer Extreme. It works fine. I think there's a newer AVmedia one out too. I've heard good things about the Elgato HD60. But yeah, most of these HD capture cards are actually pretty good. Almost all the same from what I've seen. Here I am playing Paper Mario in HD on the Wii U, and the quality is pretty good. So just Google Livesplit and go on the first result and get to this GitHub website. And then click here, download, install, extremely easy. So once you've opened Livesplit, you'll get this kind of timer thing. You can drag it around, you can resize it, do whatever you want. But it's not gonna look like this once you open it. It's gonna be default layout and it's gonna be no splits on it. So it's probably like this. So you can right click, edit, and here are actually the splits and the settings. Ocarina of Time. Boom, and you get all the categories here automatically. Your attempt counter and escape, beat Decretry, beat Ganon. So you got 3 segments here. You can add icons, just double click on this. This is for Ace Attorney that I was speedrunning previously. And yeah, for some reason it reverted to the layout I had, but you're gonna have this layout. And I would recommend going into the edit layout. And then definitely add some of best here. Some of best segments. Would recommend having that. And I think that's pretty much it. And you just double click here and you'll get to this. You can edit all the colors, etc. of your splits. Just mess around with it. So yeah, that's pretty much it for Livesplit. It's very, very easy. And the last thing is pretty much settings. And then you want to turn on global hotkeys here. You want to set the start split to a button that you don't use. And the reset, and you know, this for. You only really need these two, but these are nice to have sometimes. So yeah. Okay, so finally OBS is very easy as well. Yours should be blank. You should have a new one here and a blank one here. I just have the display capture on because I need to record this. So you just go to add window capture. Maybe you type in Livesplit or something like that. You can disable capture cursor and just find the Livesplit exe window. And there you go. And then go add. This depends kind of what you want to do, but for adding the USB GV2, which I'm running, I'll go to video capture device, add new. Here's, you know, after you install the drivers and stuff, it should be here. Got it. Some settings here you can mess around with. You know, very, very simple. You should also go to File, Settings, Stream, if you want to stream. You can find your stream key in Twitch, and then you just enter it here, pick the best, server. If you go to output, you can choose the bitrate. If you have bad internet and you want to stream, you should have your bitrate at about 500 to 1000 or even lower if your internet is really bad. And also, if you're recording videos, by default it's going to be FLV, which is not that good. So you want to set it to MP4 here. If you want to speedrun something else, like a Steam game for example, you can just go to game capture or window capture, but I like game capture. New, capture specific, and I've got Balloons TV Battle here. You know, get it on the screen like this. Easy. Or if you'd like to play a flash game or something like that, you can go add window capture, get your browser like that, and then hold Alt and just you know, minimize down like that or whatever, and you can play your game. So this was a really long video, but that's all you need to know to just go out and do it. So go out and do it.